Okay, so this is the second scenario I'm going to play. This is a sub-duel. Now, somewhere around is an alpha, and it's my job, a Russian alpha submarine. It's my job to sink it. I have no contact. I'm doing 5 knots. It's a good speed to detect things. Where's the layer here? So let's go below the layer.
Make my depth 340. Dive by.
Let's see if I can pick him up if he's operating below the layer. I'll be speeding this video up a little bit so it doesn't get too horrendously long. But I won't speed it up until I detect him. I'm assuming since there he is.
New submerged submarine. Contact detected.
Okay, so I don't have him identified yet. Let's find out with a range ring. Now, the problem with alphas is they're really fast. So he's 20 miles away. Nautical miles. So if I shoot at him now, he's going to hear it and he's going to outrun it. So I don't want to shoot at him until, at a minimum, he's 10 nautical miles away, probably closer if I can. If that's him. Should be him. And let's go head right towards him.
Turn to course 208. Hell my.
Now, this contact's doing 20 knots, so he's not going to hear much at 20 knots. And eventually, I should be able to identify him based on his noise and stuff. Let's see, information. So, yeah, definitely a nuclear submarine. And we're just going to wait till see if it identifies them. And 8 more. Alright, so let's speed this up. See if I can. I'll put it up to 5 until I identify him. So then see what he's doing.
Track
Oh, that didn't take long.
7001 is classified. Hostile submerged submarine.
So it limited it to a hostile submarine, either Alpha or a Victor. And now it just said it was an Alpha, so it further clarified it. Okay, so I got my Alpha. So he's still doing 20 knots. He's not going to be able to hear me. I'm going to stay at 5 knots and head down towards him and see what happens. Now if he's like other actual Russian submarines, occasionally he'll slow down and clear his baffles and then turn around and come back at me again if he stays on this course. So I'm going to go up to, let's go to 10 until he does something strange. So this is the distance, I think, from him. Now we'll watch his speed and course, mainly his course. Not much chance he's going to hear me doing 20 knots when I'm doing 5, so... Okay, we just changed his course, so let's slow down our speed. I don't have him changing his course yet. They definitely changed his speed. Might just be taking a look or listen, so let's go back up to 5 on the time scale here. See what happens. There's changing his course now. So he's doing a crazy Ivan. So if they follow the normal procedure, he'll go this way for a few minutes and then eventually go back on his course, his original course. So I'm just going to keep creeping down at him now. He's going a little bit Yeah, it's a pretty good course. I could probably bring it over this way just a little.
Turn to course. 213. Hell my.
Okay. Now he's doing 5, so he's definitely clearing his baffles. He's listening to make sure there's nothing back here. Now, I don't think he can hear me. Which is a possibility that he can. But alphas are fast and quiet when they go slow. They're not quiet when they go fast. So let's speed this up to 10. See if he eventually turns around. Now I'm keeping pace with him here, so I'm not losing any ground on him. Okay, he's turning back around. Does that mean he was satisfied? He's back up to 20 knots. So he did his crazy Ivan, cleared his baffles, and now he should be coming up towards me at 20 knots, which means he did not hear me, which is good. So he's back on his original course, and you can see how he's kind of going a little bit to the left of my track, so that's pretty good. That should work. Alright, so I'm going to speed it up to 10 again. I've never done this scenario, so I don't know how close I can get to him at this speed without him seeing me. If I shoot him at 10 nautical miles, it's going to be close. We could probably outrun him. I don't have the math in front of me, but I'm sure there's a formula that, average detection range, and he can do a noisemaker spin and go to, he can do up to 40 plus knots. So the Mark 48 can do around 50 knots. So you can see how if I shot it here, he's doing the torpedo doing 50 knots.
Contact faded.
And he picked him up right about here. Then he could turn around at 50 knots, and the torpedo would probably run out of fuel. Now that tells me he went up. I wasn't paying attention because I was talking. So let's go above
Make
the
my
layer.
depth 270. Dive I.
Yep, he's back. Is he doing another crazy Ivan? Okay, let's hold up here. Is he still doing his regular speed? Oh, it's not periscope depth. Good crazy. 10 knots. Changed course. I'm not sure what he's doing. Just checking the surface, maybe? But he did change his course a little bit, so let's head right towards him again. Maybe right about... Careful not to left click on him, because I'll shoot at him.
Turn to course. 206. Hell my.
We'll try that. Not at periscope depth, but he's pretty dang close. So now he's spinning around again, so I would assume he's doing another crazy Ivan. It seems a little bit soon, but go back to 5 and see what happens here. Okay, he's steadied on its course. He's doing 5 knots, so he's clearing his baffles again. Pretty realistic. I don't know if they do it quite that often, but he did go above the layer. He's at 110 feet, that's why I lost him. I'll have to watch his depth. So he cleared his baffles below the layer, now he's clearing his baffles above the layer, so makes somewhat sense. Okay, I'm going to speed this back up. I'm at 10 times speed now. Again, I'm not gaining ground on him, but I'm not losing it there. He's changing his course back. So I guess he's satisfied. Let's keep it at 5. He's at 35 feet. He's at periscope depth. Not anymore. Nope, you're still at periscope depth. Checking the ESM. Look at that. Well, I'm not radiating anything, so we don't have to worry about that. So this might be his patrol area, so I'm heading down that way yet, so we're going to let that go. "35 feet. Maybe he's catching a broadcast. Okay, he's coming back at me again. At 5 knots. So I am not in his baffles anymore, so I kind of got to be a little more careful. I could go below the layer, but if he speeds back up to 20, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, he steadied his course. He was coming back up, but he didn't speed up. So I think I am going to go below the layer. I might lose him temporarily.
Make my depth 340. Dive I.
My range ring didn't... I didn't click on my ship, I guess, so let's do the... Let's slow this down to 1 first. Oop. And then erase this. Click on my ship, and do the range ring now. There we go. Gonna zoom out like that, Ken. So he is in range now. That's an acceptable range for me. Oop. So that's not that bad, actually. Change my course just a little bit. I'll see if I can get a little bit closer.
Turn to course 218. Helm I.
What's his depth? Did he stay way up on the surface? No. Okay, so that means, since I'm hearing him, I'm going to go back above the layer.
Make my depth 270. Dive I.
And see if I can still maintain contact on him. Oh, he's back up to 20 knots. That shouldn't be a problem. See, now it's a game of chicken. He's 7 nautical miles away from me. I don't know how close I want to get to him. I might, once he goes back to 5 knots, I might have to change my plan here. Okay, I should be... I'm now above the layer. It's going to make it harder for him to hear me. But since he's doing 20 knots, I can still hear him. That's still a pretty good course. Alright, so I'm going to speed this up just a little bit. We'll go to 5 until I see something happen here.
Contact faded.
Okay.
Track.
That means he probably slowed down. So I'm going to go back below the layer. Why can't I click? There he goes.
Make my depth 270. Dive I.
Let's see what he's doing. He might be clearing his baffles or doing something along those lines again. Now, when he hears the torpedoes, the deal is when you launch the torpedoes, you want to change course. Not necessarily speed, but you want to change course so he doesn't just launch torpedoes on the line of bearing, and then you're in trouble. Did I not go down?
Make my depth 340.
Okay, I
Dive
thought I
by.
did. Did I pause it? No. Why am I going down? There it goes. Alright, so where it was right here. I should be able to pick them up pretty easily once I get down below the layer. There he is. But he's currently 6 nautical miles away from me. He's still doing 20 knots. Okay, I'm saying that's close enough. 6 nautical miles. So I'm gonna launch. Let's launch. One,
Engaging track.
2,
Engage track.
3.
Engaging track. Whip it away. Track 7001.
Okay, so now
Whip it away. Track 700. Turn to course 115. Hell my.
Now, you want to watch him for a reaction. Because once he hears those, he'll probably launch a noisemaker and then run like a bout at a heck. He's pretty close. I might have gotten him this time. He might outrun me. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. Right, I'm going to go to 3 on the speed here. Still no reaction. Gotta hear him pretty soon. Even at 20 knots, he's got to pick them up pretty soon. If he doesn't, then I'm in pretty good shape. Oh. You doing something? Not yet. He's still not reacting. There we go. Okay, so he heard him. And he did launch 3 torpedoes. Probably right up the path. So I'm gonna have to watch those. There's his noisemaker. There he is. Now, as long as my... Looks like my torpedoes are getting pulled. Uh-oh. Well, one of them required. But now he'll be booking it. He's up to 31 knots already.
Contact faded. Track.
Okay, so he must have went deep, so I want to keep him in. He must have went up. Let's go above
Make
the
my
layer.
depth 270. Dive by.
And launched another noisemaker.
Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing.
Okay, they're searching, so they haven't found me yet.
Turn to course 097. Hell my!
There he is. I found him again. It's good. I think my torpedoes have reacquired. You can see how what's the speed? 41 knots.
Есть выставить комплект
Now I
КПД.
dropped another noisemaker. Doesn't look like they're being fooled. Maybe one of them. Yeah, looks like one of them is being decoyed. Nope, didn't last though. He went through it.
Есть выставить комплект КПД.
And he launched another one. There he is. There's a noisemaker. Come on, catch him, guys. Another noisemaker. That one wasn't fooled, so I still have at least one torpedo on target. Getting close.
Contact faded. Track.
Another noisemaker. Didn't work.
Contact faded. Track.
Ooh, that looked good. That looks good.
Contact faded.
Come on,
Track.
hit him.
Hit track 7001.
Ha ha ha. That's good sounds there. Now, oh, the Alpha is no more. So that went relatively quick. So let's hit the escape button. And another decisive victory, 1,000%. Alright, so if I exit this, now if you go to the scenarios, NATO scenarios, if you look at this one, the subdual, it's only 2-star difficulty. I think that's what that means. So it's not a hard mission. But that was kind of fun, and a nice short video, so that worked out again. Navy Old Salt Gamer. If you like these videos, please subscribe and like. I'll be doing a lot of these, if not all of them. All your Guam belongs to us. I might have to try that one. I spent 5 years on Guam while I was in the Navy. Strawberries can kill. Ooh, that looks like a hard one. And I could also try the Straits of Hormuz in the hard mode. The last one video I did the, I don't know if it's called the easy or normal, whatever that is. But there you go, Navy Old Salt Gamer. Give me a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.